I'm just saying, like, speak outside the box. We know this.
We're going to get this real quick. What we're going to do, we're going to get his depiction in the Bible, and then we're going to close the Bible real quick and prove that our people are the people of the Bible without even using the Bible, right? So give me this, one-on-one. Close that book real quick. Hey, how you doing, sis? I fuck with the hell. Hey, you know about what we got going on up here?
This Jesus.
It's because...
That is not Jesus.
Okay.
That's not how Jesus looks.
Okay.
That's what it says.
This is Revelation.
Oh, hold on, sis.
This is Revelation chapter 1 and 1.
Hold on. Well, we're going to allow you to speak, sis, but hear us out, and then we'll give the floor to you, right? Okay, let's do it.
I think that's why I think that mindset is our biggest downfall. A lot of people don't have that. As us, as Black Americans, we don't have that. We don't think we could build off each other. And for example, my young lady right here, she didn't think she could build off y'all. That's why she was so argumentative and combative. Instead of just listening for a second, you don't never have to agree with nobody.
Excuse me, my brother. You know about what we got going on up here? You know anything about what we got going on? Come and learn something about it, man. This is about our culture. It looks real religiousized, but I could show you how it correlates with our culture as a people. But look, bro, on the note I just left off on, a lot of people will see this sign right here. We got Jesus with the horns on, white Jesus, Caesar Borgia. We got the 12 tribes of Israel, and we got all these Bibles and all these books up here, and people will interpret it as religion, something that you need a lot of faith without substantial evidence to believe in, right? So the main thing that we're out here proclaiming to our people is that we are the Israelites, we are the true people of the Bible. You get what I'm saying? We got to understand this is a history book. When you read about First Maccabees, you are going to run into Alexander the Great. In the Bible, it said, let's get at First Maccabees 1:1. We're going to show how the Bible correlates with history that you read outside of the Bible. We're going to start with Alexander the Great. So First Maccabees 1:1. Okay. Yeah, you got that what I want? Go ahead, read it.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, starting at the top.
Bring it up.
It says...
Hey, what's up, my brother? Can I kick some game to you real quick? Go ahead.
And it happened. After that, Alexander, the son of Philip, the Macedonian.
Now, Philip the Macedonian. In a minute, we are going to see how the Macedonians go back to the lineage of Esau. So we know emphatically that the Greeks are descendants of Esau. You look at the Greek people, they are white people. So you got the British, you got the Russian, you got the Portuguese. You get what I'm saying? All of these people go back to Edom. Hey, how you doing, sis? I fuck with the hell. Hey, you know about what we got going on up here?
That's the wrong thing.
What part of it is wrong? Because I agree with these horns right here. Right up. Do you know how he looks in the Bible?
How y'all got double horns on Jesus?
Nah, we got the double horns on the devil. This person is Caesar Borgia. I can show you that in my phone right now. This is not Jesus.
Show me that.
Borgia.
That's Jesus.
So this is an act.
And you got him devil horns. It's bad enough they already got the wrong color.
So this is a man called Caesar Borgia. He is one of the sons of the previous popes. This is Caesar. He was depicted as Jesus. But when you
take that down.
Take it down. Can I show you how Jesus looks in the Bible?
Like me?
Like you. So who is this? You already knew.
Fuck on up out of here. Take that down. He look like me.
He look like you.
Like me.
So why should we take this down?
Because look what you already doing what the white people doing.
Who is this?
Huh?
Who is this?
That's Jesus.
What does Jesus look like?
Like me.
So who is this?
He don't look like
okay,
me.
I see where you're at, because a lot of our people will know that Jesus is black, but then they'll see this image and they're not disconnected from the image.
No,
you get what I'm saying?
That shit.
So
I'm way disconnected from that shit. Jesus look like me. Okay,
why,
the white people already gave him a white face.
Why do
they
you?
already did, but you gonna give him the devil horn? That's
why not?
Bogus. That's bogus as hell. I talk to him every day. That's my father's son.
You talk to him every day?
Every day. If it ain't him, it's God.
Give me 2 Maccabees 4:16. Let me show you something.
Please give it to me.
Yeah, let me show you something in the Bible, because On one hand, you're saying this is not Jesus. On the other hand, you're saying this is Jesus.
That's Jesus.
Okay, do you believe that our people are indoctrinated to believe a certain thing?
Jesus don't see no colors. He's black.
You think he's
He know
colorblind?
that. He don't see no colors. If you look around, all us black people don't see no colors. But we fight. Because we have to.
Is
We
Jesus?
have to.
Let me show you
We
something,
have
sister.
to.
Let me show you something.
Second
give me this.
Maccabees 4 and 16.
16. Yup.
This is Second Maccabees chapter 4, verse 16. By reasons thereof, sore calamities came upon them.
So read up a little bit. But the reason that sore calamities came upon them is because we were following after the things that our oppressor incentivized us to adopt. So we were incentivized to believe certain things, and we grabbed onto these certain concepts. But the actual Bible is our culture. So when you're talking about Jesus, we can't take an image that somebody outside of our people.
And this is our culture. Right here. This is what we built.
I'll agree to that to a certain extent because
this is our culture.
this is our land,
We
right?
got different tribes.
In healthiness,
Make me don't even want to read
Well,
the
what would the
Bible.
content?
what,
Just
Because I don't believe in
go
the
to
Bible.
15.
okay, verse 15. Listen to this,
I
sis.
don't.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna read you this, and then I'm going to show you why you should believe the Bible,
I
right?
don't believe in the Bible, but you make me not even want to believe in it more.
Okay, if I were to show you that black people are the people of the Bible outside of the Bible, would you believe that? Without even using the Bible, I could prove.
Another human being can't tell me about me.
Hold off on that real quick. So
Only God can tell me about
my
me.
sister, what we're about to do is prove that black people are the people of the Bible
Only
without
God
even
can
using
tell
the
me
Bible.
about me.
Hold
I
that.
ain't gonna lie to you, they not even lying, because even how they describe Jesus
Only
in the
God
Bible.
can.
Even how they
How
describe Jesus in the Bible,
Black.
he is of a black man. He got hair, wool,
Hair.
skin, and
I just told them that.
Stand up here real quick, sister.
I
So
just told them that.
I know it's how.
I'm not talking to you.
But you
So-
can't make me believe in what you talking about. You need to
That
take
is true.
this
I'm
down.
a Muslim, and they can't make me believe in whatever.
Okay.
They
And I
I ain't gonna
want to
cap
be a
you,
Muslim.
but they not wrong as well. They are.
Okay, can I show you why you
This
should
Jesus.
stand up here just for at least 2 minutes?
This
It's
Jesus.
because
That is not Jesus.
Cause-
Okay.
That's not how Jesus looks. But that's what it say. It say Jesus is a Negro. They
Yeah, well, we
this
agree
is
with
not
you.
what he look like.
yeah.
No,
I understand.
this is not. This is.
Oh, so you saying that this is what Jesus look like? He look like a white man.
No,
She just said that he looked like
he
her.
look like this, but he bronze. This is not Jesus.
So if he's
not
not
how he
bronze,
look.
he's not you.
He
It
don't
don't
look like
matter.
that.
We all
I'm
know.
gonna tell you.
I'm just saying, like, speak outside
Okay.
the box. We know this.
We're
is
gonna get this
Jesus,
real quick.
but
What
we
we're
know
gonna
it's
do,
not Jesus.
we're gonna get his depiction in the Bible,
Like-
and then we're gonna close the Bible real quick and prove that our people are the people of the Bible
tell y'all
without
one
even
thing,
using the
one
Bible,
thing
right?
only.
So give me this,
Jesus is not-
1-on-1.
This is
We don't
Revelation.
Oh, hold on,
color.
sis.
This
Hold
is
on, sis.
Revelation chapter
Oh,
1 and 1.
Hold on. Well, we're gonna allow you to speak, sis, but hear us out, and then we'll give the floor to you, right? Okay, let's do it.
This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ,
The revelation means revealing, right? Read that.
which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Okay, so his servants are the prophets, right? Go to verse 13.
This is verse 13.
So we are going to get a depiction or a revealing of Jesus Christ, which is not going to be this man right here, right? Read it.
Revelations chapter 1, verse 13. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man,
Christ.
clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So he has a garment on all the way down to the foot. His legs aren't showing. His goddamn thighs, no did it. His stomach ain't showing, right? Read it.
In the girth about the paps with a golden girdle.
He got a belt on. Read it.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
White, light wool. Wool is a texture. White is a color, right? Read it.
His head and his hairs was white like wool, as white as snow.
Okay, white as snow. And he probably got about type 4C hair. Type 4D, goddamn. You feel what I'm saying? Read it.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Now, when you get mad, the blood rushes to your head, right? And your eyes may change colors, right? When we read about the prophecy of Jesus Christ coming back, he is coming back to slaughter. That is Isaiah 63, right? And you can read that all over the prophecies, right? He's coming back to redeem the people of the Israelites, the people that mourn, the people that are in captivity. So his eyes are red, right? We're going to prove you right in a second, sister. Read it.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire. In his feet.
Okay, he had the garment on all the way down to the feet, right? Go ahead.
Like unto fine brass.
Fine brass. Now, some white folk, you know what they will say? Brass is yellow. It's a yellowish color. But even if they say it's a yellowish color, keep reading.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So if you burn anything, it's going to be a darker extent of that color, right? So that is to prove that this image is not Jesus. Now what I'm about to prove without the Bible, close that book real quick. We are the people of the Bible, even historically, because it wasn't until, I believe, hold on, sister, I'm gonna let you talk. It wasn't until about 1865 that the literacy laws in America were abolished. So before then, they were put in verbatimly in history books that the inhabitants of West Africa were Jews, right? So we don't have to use the Bible to prove this information. The Bible is a history book, but I'm finna go to a history book outside of the Bible, right?
Okay, let me change before you.
Hold on, sis.
Let me change it around for you. They changed his color.
I got a question.
Jesus got blue eyes.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Jesus got blue eyes. They just changed his color. That's the white one.
He got you.
Well, what you say, sis?
I was gonna ask you, who is this right here under Jesus?
It just Caesar Borgia. So I'm gonna show you. This is Caesar Borgia. This is the son of the Pope, and he was depicted to be Jesus. You see what I'm saying? So this isn't, this is a literal man. So when we were taken into captivity, these heathens, these people outside of our own selves, took our book and they made it to relate to their own people. And they even mixed the doctrine in with Greek mythology.
That Jesus,
Honestly,
why I was
that's
that
kind
Jesus,
of like put me off to it a little bit. Just
So they need to change his color.
I just don't understand how there's so many versions of one story. How can they all be true? You know what I'm
There's so many versions of what?
Of the Bible. That's
Yeah, are you talking about as far as translations?
Not even like, you know what I mean? Like you got the King
that's what
James
y'all put
version,
it
you got
in.
the Old Testament.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're at. So
That kind of was just like kind of turned me off to it, but I've been
Not all white
doing
people.
it.
okay, so the deal with having multiple Bibles, if I have a Spanish phrase, let's go English. I have an English phrase and somebody that speaks Spanish translated it into Spanish. They can put that phraseology in about 5 to 10 different ways. That's what the Bible is. So the Bible is transliterated from a Hebrew and Greek text. So different translations is not different versions of the Bible, it's different versions of the phraseology. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to get too far away from what I said I was going to do, but this right here is a French source from the year 1890, right? I'm going to show the camera too. This is a French source.
I'm black all the way. I'm fighting.
Oh, hold on, sis.
But not all
Yeah,
white people.
Sister, can I teach you something, sister?
It's the devil.
Boom. So what I did was I took this document and I translated it into English. So read this translation. Read that. Google Translate.
Google Translation. Water.
Well, Weeda.
Weeda.
I'm gonna pronounce it. It says Weeda, Fida, Weeda, Uda, or Judah. Now, when we inhabited the land of West Africa, our oppressors, they conquered the land and they had control over us, and they made that certain portion of the land a slave port. Now, they named this land that we inhabited Judah. You're gonna see Judah right here. Right. Now, somebody will play devil's advocate and say the place where we resided in West Africa was not named Judah by us, but it was named Judah by our oppressor. But we are going to see why they named this landmass of West Africa Judah, right? So read this.
It's an ancient city frequently since the 16th century.
Right, frequented since the 16th century. Read that.
by the Portuguese slave trade,
right?
who gave it its name.
So we are going to see why they named it a tribe of Israel. Read that.
Its inhabitants were called the
It says
Judaquest.
Now what Judaquest means is Judaic. We kept the teachings of the Bible. We kept the Torah. Keep reading that.
And they were indeed considered a remnant of the dispersed tribes of Israel.
Right? Now this is just one source. But in my phone, I got about 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8 historical documents stating that the inhabitants of West Africa were Jews. This is not the Bible, what I just read you. But we can parallel it with the Bible because this is true information. This is objective. Right? So what you think about that?
I mean, I don't have no opinion. I was just sitting here trying to learn a little something.
Hey, I'm just giving you something to digest, right? Now you
But my stepdad kind of like kept me in tune with it. That's why. I don't know. That's why I kind of was disagreeing with her because I've been new.
Now you said that you're Muslim, right? So when did you become Muslim?
I just converted about 2 years ago.
Okay, so, but basically, I studied the Quran as well, right? And I have found some inconsistencies in the Quran. So can I share them with you?
What you mean inconsistencies in regards to the Bible itself?
No, in regards to the Quran. So the Quran says one thing, and then it says another thing, and it contradicts itself.
Honestly, I'm not gonna tell nobody I said this. But I did like notice that like a couple months ago, as I started reading it further, like reading it more, it was I don't remember specifically, but there was a text in there that was talking about like how to, as a woman, like how to portray yourself in, like outside, like out in public, when like not being with your husband. And then further along, as I got into Quran, it was the same thing, but it was different. Like it was worded. If I had it, I could show you. I can't remember already. If I do meet you again and see you, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna be ready. But I definitely.
Yeah. So what we're not up here to do is immediately convert anybody, because we know a seed doesn't grow immediately. But I just want to give you some things to think about, right? So let me pull something up real quick.
That's why I'm not scared of y'all. A lot of people scared of y'all. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this.
Y'all just be trying to speak y'all truth.
I'm gonna tell you this though. You do have a bunch of groups, and no matter how much information you have, there's a certain way to talk to people, right? A lot of people, they try to force the information down somebody's throat. They don't give somebody time to digest information. That's why I'm being really humble with you. You could teach me something. I know that because you have lived a certain portion of life. You live over 20 years. I don't know how old you are. Okay, you're 22. I'm 24, right? So you could teach me something. I can teach you something, right?
Yeah.
So
as always.
Let me show you something.
I think that's why I think that mindset is our biggest downfall. A lot of people don't have that. As us, as Black Americans, we don't have that. We don't think we could build off each other. And for example, my young lady right here, she didn't think she could build off y'all. That's why she was so argumentative and combative. Instead of just listening for a second, you don't never have to agree with nobody.
Right.
Anybody could just tell you something. You could fuck this nigga. But if just listen, you will never know what you can learn by just listening.
Because I'm gonna tell you this: ain't no two people on earth that agree with 100% of everything. That just is not true, right? So this is Surah 10 and 93. I'm gonna read this. Indeed, we settled the children of Israel in a blessed land and granted them good, lawful provisions. They did not differ until knowledge came to them. Surely your Lord will judge between them on the day of judgment regarding their difference. Now this is the point right here, 94. If you, O prophet, are in doubt about these stories that we have revealed to you, then ask those who read the scripture before you. This is the scripture before. So if you have any questions or you have any contentions with the Quran, ask those who read the Bible. The truth has certainly come to you from your Lord, so do not be one of those who doubt. Now give me Deuteronomy 4 and 2, because what the word Quran means is to recite. when you read the Quran, you're gonna have a bunch of fictional stories. I believe, who was it? Noah or somebody that seen that mountain and then the mountain disappeared. Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff that is not in the Bible. It's just fictional. Like I said, the word Quran means to recite, but ask those who read the Bible. Let's harp on that point. Deuteronomy 4 and 2.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 2. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you.
Now, all throughout the Quran, there are new commandments. This book just said to not add, and it's about to say what?
Neither shall ye diminish out from it.
Now, you and your knowledge, does the Quran have laws that are outside of the Bible?
What I can say is, honestly, when how I read the Quran, I don't read it as another story of the Bible. I read it as being a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
More of a, this is the main story, then you have like the other story. Like, I see it as the Prophet Muhammad isn't Jesus, our Jesus. It was a entity that was working among Jesus himself. You know what I'm saying? That's how I read it. And I honestly, I be feeling sometimes it be like it's iffy.
Yeah.
It's iffy. And then also with the people, sometimes they don't practice.
Okay.
You can't teach somebody if you don't practice it yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. So when we're talking about contradictions in the Quran, Surah 65 and 4.
Surah 65 and 4.
So the Bible just said don't add nor take away, right? So this is a law in the Quran. Read that.
As for your women past the age of ministration.
So this can be an 8-year-old girl, right? Read that.
In case you do not know, their waiting period is 3 months.
Now, waiting period is time until you can have sexual intercourse with them, right? This is just some information about what we're teaching up here, right? Read that.
And those who have not ministrated as well, as for those who are pregnant, their waiting period ends with delivery 1.
Okay, so you cannot have sexual intercourse while she's pregnant, right? Remember, this can be an 8-year-old girl and an 11-year-old girl. You get what I'm saying? And what's her name? Aisha, she was married when she was 6 and the marriage was consummated when she was 9 years old, right? So do you know that having sexual intercourse with a 9-year-old, it can literally fuck up her ends? It could kill her. It could kill her, right? And a 9-year-old girl is not thinking anything about sex. They're thinking about toys. Read it.
And whoever is mindful of Allah, He will make their matters easy for them.
Okay, I would say their matters were already fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? But their matters easy for them. Let me see. Verse 5 said, "This is the commandment of Allah." So this substantiates that this is a new commandment. When you read the Bible, let's go to Leviticus 20. So the Bible actually speaks on when you are an adult, when you are a toddler, when you are a child. See what I'm saying? Who was it? Judah. Judah was going to give one of his sons to, okay, so Judah had a son, right? And the son died. This son had a wife. In our culture, the wife is supposed to marry the man's brother, right? The man's brother was underage. So Judah had him wait until he was of age to actually marry this woman, right? So that is marriageable age solidified within the Bible itself. But this is marriageable age. Read that. Oh, 27, my bad. I think it's 27.
Leviticus 27?
Yeah. Okay, yup.
Start at 1?
Yup.
This is Leviticus chapter 27, verse 1.
So this is about to speak on age groups. Read that.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when a man shall make a singular vow, the person shall be for the Lord by thy establishment.
Estimation. Let's get verse 3.
Okay. And thy estimation shall be of the male from 20 years old, even until 60
That's
years
that's
old.
an adult. 20 to 60. Read that.
Even thy estimation shall be 50 shekels of silver.
Read 5. We got that point. Read 5.
Verse 5, and if it be from 5 years old, even until 20 years old, then the estimation shall be of the male 20 shekels.
Okay, so 5 to 20, that is a child. 5 and under, that is a toddler. So you see right there solidified, Muhammad would have had to have slept with a child. You see what I'm saying? So all over the Bible, for real, you see the concept of marriageable age, right? Even when you go into that word virgin, going into the actual Greek, it means a young woman of marriageable age. So in reference to Mary the Virgin, Mary actually had a husband. Before Christ was brought up, you got some?
No, I was just about to add on that there's 2 Hebrew words for virgin. You have the one that just means a woman that hasn't been touched, then you have another one that actually means it's a woman that virgin. So it's not that a virgin can't be touched, but it also has another definition. Whichever word that they use, it's in the Hebrew. It's 2 different words.
Okay, well, we got that solidified. I don't want to kill a dead horse, but what would you think about it?
Well, my bad. It was a lot of information.
It was a lot.
But at the same time, it does. Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. Had it, maybe around 6 years old. This is Hadith 26 and 183. You're familiar with Hadith? Yeah, this is the Quran. The messenger of Allah married me when I was 6 and consummated the marriage with me when I was 9, and I used to play with dolls. Is that fucked up? See what I'm saying? Now, I have a Muslim brother, right? My beloved brother. And his thesis is, back then, it was different than now. But you know, even with a bunch of growth hormones in the food and shit like that, we are actually growing up sooner. We're maturing sooner than we were back then. What you was about to say?
I was gonna say it's not different. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's just a different word, a different time period, different century, different decade, but it's the same idea.
Right.
Same action, same motion.
And we know that the Most High does not change, right?